Welcome to the Jim Florentine Comedy Metal Midgets podcast on riotcast.com. This podcast this week is going to be Awful Vanity Plates Part 2. I just did a Part 1 probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, and the amount of emails and everything else I got from vanity plates from people and sending them through Twitter and my email has been unbelievable. So I'm getting backed up. So I'm like, you know what? I got to do a second one quick. And there's still so many I can't even get to on today's podcast. It's funny because a lot of people are like, dude, I didn't really even realize these, vanity plates. I'd see one or whatever, and it just didn't. Now I see them everywhere because I listen to your podcast. It's fucking driving me nuts. I never mean to ruin people's lives. When I talk about how much I hate this, I hate that, and then people are like, yeah, I fucking hate it now too, because I don't mean to do that to you. I want you guys to all live peaceful lives. And I just want you to guys laugh at this shit, but I hate that it bothers. It's funny that all of a sudden now you hate the stuff too. But, you guys probably have other lives. You need a lot of joy and happiness in it. And you really shouldn't be carrying that rage around for you. I'll fucking carry it all. I'll be like Jesus, and I'll carry all the pain for you. But it does make me laugh. It's like, it's driving me nuts now. I see them everywhere. I can't fucking take it. If you see any out there, because I'm going to keep doing these, this could be like the new Facebook, awful Facebook posts or awful slang words that I could just keep doing them because there's so many fucking bad ones out there. Send the email to comedymetalmidgets@gmail.com if you see any awful license plates. If you can't get a picture of it, just tell me what it is. Because sometimes, you drive and people are like, I couldn't get a picture, but just, put in the email or whatever what it was. And sometimes explain it, because some of you guys send me these things and I'm like, I don't even know what that means. I'll get an email, awful vanity plate, and then I'm like, I'll look at it and I'm like, I can't even figure out what the fuck that is. So help me out, because I don't even know what these fucking maniacs are talking about. I just hope it's a phase of their life that they're going through, that they need a little attention and they want everybody to look at them. I really do. I don't know. If it isn't, it's sad. I went through that phase when I had long hair. At 22, I guess from 22 to 29, I had long hair. It was mid-'80s, mid to late 80s or whatever. But I was into that kind of music, that hard rock and the hair metal and all that stuff. And everybody else had it. And I wasn't getting laid with short hair and a bad mustache and a half a mullet. All my friends were in bands. They were getting chicks left and right. I was into that music. I was going to the concerts. And no chicks were noticing me at all. And then my friend told me, dude, cut your hair, shave that bad mustache, grow your hair long, you'll get laid. I did it, and it did work. But, everywhere I walked into, I got noticed. Everyone I was driving, everyone's like, oh, my God, that's a chick. Then I'd look over, and they're like, oh, that's a fucking guy, all of that stuff. I mean, I basically did it to get noticed for 7 years. So from 22 to 29, I didn't have a vanity plate, but that my motivation was more of don't look at me, look at me. It was just like, please, I need to get laid. I'm in my prime. What am I doing? So, but these people with these vanity license plate, no chick's gonna go pull over. I gotta blow you. That's so creative. So that's not happening. So I think my situation was a little different. But I hope, like I said, it's just a phase, because there's it's awful. There's enough creepy people in this world. You can't trust anybody anymore. You know what I mean? You don't know what angle someone's coming from. So why do you want people just looking at you when you're driving? You don't know if they're going to follow you home. Now that you could track everybody down, maybe they write your license plate down. I don't know. They got a cop friend. They find out where you live because they thought, some chick is driving a car with a goofy plate that says, you go, girl. And, the guy thinks she's hot and tracks her down and knows where she lives, or apartment or a house. Do you really want that, man? When everybody knows everything about you? And then you're going to bring that out more by having a vanity license plate so everybody can look at your plate and then look to see who's driving the car? Because that's what they do, and that's what you want. You don't ever just want to go out of the house with like a baseball cap on and your hair up, or if you're a guy just with a cap and you're fucking, just want to be left alone, go pick up a couple things from the store and get back home. You really want everybody looking at you at all times? Because somebody sent me a plate, You Go Girl. It was on a BMW, UGO, and then girl was spelled GURL. Maybe somebody else had that in that state. Who says that anymore? You Go Girl. That's something like a 17-year-old girls say to each other. You go, girl. Somebody with a BMW, unless it's mommy or daddy's BMW and they bought it for him, which is possible. But you go, girl, if you think about it, that just means, like I said, this girl needs a lot of attention. Because think, her friends must always say that to her. You go, girl, because she's making a scene everywhere she goes. You just go to a bar, like to have a couple drinks, and she's the one, grinding on some old guy sitting there just having a beer because a song came on. She's the one in the middle of the dance floor as soon as a song comes on, like a sports bar, and just starts dancing crazy. And then her girlfriend's, you go, girl. Just fucking looking for attention. Yeah, that's what everyone says when I go out. You go, girl. So I got on my license plate. Attention on the license plate, attention going out. You go, girl. Anyone that is a chick like that, a friend like that, you go, girl, is just a disaster. There's a lot of high maintenance. You really don't want to hang out with them too much because every time you go out with them, you don't know what's going to happen. Most of the time, people just want to just have a peaceful night, have a couple drinks, a few laughs, not cause a commotion, not cause a problem. Everybody's got phones now, so in 2 seconds, if anyone sees any kind of disturbance anywhere, they could call the fucking cops and, So you got to deal with this. She's hanging out the window while you're driving home. You had like 3 drinks. You're like, I shouldn't be driving, but I think I can make it. And she's fucking, a song comes on the radio and she's hanging out the window. And you're trying to drive home to avoid cops and some fucking cops sitting in a Dunkin' Donuts and see some chick hanging out the window. That's what a you go girl is. A fucking complete disaster. You go, girl. Okay, I'll go. Go fuck yourself. How about that? There was a guy has a license plate says Lone Wolf. LONEWLF. And look, if you think about it, makes perfect sense that no one wants to hang out with you. You're a lone wolf. You're a weirdo that needs to have a license plate. You're a loner. Don't have too many friends. So you have to get a license plate to tell everyone you're a lone wolf. Here comes Lone Wolf. He's pulling up to the driveway now. You're a lone wolf because nobody wants to hang out with you. I hate to break the news to you. If people call you a lone wolf, if that's the nickname people called you, or you decided to call yourself, obviously, that means you're a fucking weirdo. People can always find friends. There's always somebody for somebody. You know what I mean? It's not that tough. You always find, like, pick out a good 2, 3, 4. If you can't find a couple of friends, you're a fucking weirdo. And that's why you're a lone wolf. Get out of the house. Fucking socialize. Don't think about what kind of license plate you can have on the back of your car. Lone wolf. That's real attractive to some chick. Maybe you met on fucking Match.com and you're going to meet her for the first time and you pull up and she sees your plate. Oh, this guy sounds like he's a weirdo. Why doesn't he have any friends? Why doesn't anyone hang out with him? You don't want to be with that person. And you don't want to be with another person, a woman that had a license plate, meow ma. M-E-O-W, ma. Talk about the lone wolf and meow mom, meow ma should fucking hang out. Because that means, a meow mom means a chick with cats. And like I've said before, chicks with cats are fucking weirdos. They could barely have a human relationship, so they can only relate to their cats. That's why they have so many around. Cat lady equals fucking weirdo. You want to have one cat, maybe two. I get it. But meow mom definitely has more than two cats. Probably like 7 or 8 or 9. There's litter boxes all around the house. That's great. You know. You get back to meow mom's house and your fucking place smells like cat turds. You guys are all over each other on the couch. You got fucking cat hair all over you. You go in the bathroom real quick, you know. You're ready to have sex, and you look down, and there's fucking turds in a litter box. Yeah, that really enhances the moment. Cats are on the bed while you're trying to fuck her. Oh, yeah, that's great. You hear them purring and meowing as you're trying to bang her. And she's like, oh, I'll be there in a second. Meow ma. Weirdo. Yeah, she's a cat lady. Here's another one. Similar to You Go Girl. A chick, of course. Why me? Her license plate. 3 Y's and then M-E. Why me? Because you're a drama queen. Anyone that walks around, why me? You put yourself in those situations, okay? It has nothing to do, why me? Because every decision you make is a fucking disaster. That's why. Why me is the kind of person that, you know, gets a DWI a mile from her house. I was 1 mile away from my house. I can't believe it. Yeah, well, that's when most people get DWIs. They're driving home. Okay? People go out and have a few drinks on a Saturday night with their friends. Don't all of a sudden, and live in New Jersey, don't all of a sudden get in the car and start driving to Cleveland, you fucking asshole. You usually drive home, and that's when you get a DWI. So, of course, it's going to be close to home. I was 3 blocks away. I can't believe it. My luck. Why me? Because you were driving home with fucking alcohol in your system. That's why. You decided to have those extra drinks. It has nothing to do with why me. You know the law. You know maybe you can have 2, 3 at most, if you're lucky. And if you have any more than that, you're fucked. If you get pulled over, it's your fault. It's nobody else's. Why me? I can't believe it happens to me. I can believe it. You should have had one. You should have had a driver. You could have left your car there. There's fucking that Uber service now that costs like half the price of a fucking cab that's in pretty much every city. Could have called them, or even called the cab. You have no problem spending $120 on a pair of shoes that you're going to wear once at a wedding. You know, you got another wedding in 6 weeks, but you can't wear that pair of shoes because, you know, somebody might have saw you from the last wedding in those shoes. Nobody did, and nobody gives a shit. And there's actually nobody going to the same 2 weddings, but you still have to get another pair. But you couldn't afford $35 for a fucking cab. And then a friend or your boyfriend or your husband drive you back to the car the next morning to pick it up. But you'll spend $120 on shoes, but you won't spend that $35 on a cab. Why me? Because you're a fucking dunce. You're an asshole. That's why. You make bad decisions. That's why you. Why me is the kind of chick that, you know, all the credit cards are maxed out. You know, a kid starting school, kindergarten, trying to buy him stuff. It doesn't work. A credit card is, oh my, why me? I can't pay my bills. Why me? Because you're spending $120 on shoes. I wanted to buy my 3-year-old the new Nikes. Why? He's fucking 3. No reason for a 3-year-old to have $100 sneakers. No other 3-year-olds in daycare are going to go, where'd you get them? They can't even speak then. Is any 3-year-old going to come home from daycare and tell their parents, I want the sneakers that James has? They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Nobody's looking at it. No 3-year-old is jealous of of another friend's sneakers. Unless it's got a fucking Ninja Turtle on it. That's why me has no money. You're a fucking disaster. There was another one out there, of course, everyone that works out, that goes to the gyms, got to brag. Workout 1. Some guy had a fucking truck on his pickup truck. WRKOUT 1. Workout 1. Oh, yeah, you drive behind that guy. Oh, wow, that guy must work out. I want to give him the thumbs up when I go by him. He's a real fucking American hero. He lifts weights. He gets on the treadmill. Wow. That guy's awesome. I wonder if I could be friends with him. There's a license plate. All right, well, there's another one. Last time I did it, there was a guy who had a potato chip license plate. Now someone found a Fritos license plate. Fritos. Who the fuck? I don't even, seriously, I mentioned Pringles last week. I don't know if they even sell them anymore, but do they really sell Fritos anymore? Fritos are not good. As a kid, they were fucking spicy. You had them with a sandwich or whatever. But as you get older, is there ever any Fritos out at like a Super Bowl party? You have people over, you put potato chips out, you put fucking tortilla chips, some popcorn, some pretzels. There's never any Fritos. Because you realize, there's no one makes dip for Fritos. You have any Fritos? Or just no. Why would I have Frito? Where would I get them? Do I have to order them off of eBay? And he's got his little Honda Accord with his license plate, Fritos. Yeah, I still like Fritos. I'm a child. Let me guess. You live in your fucking mom's basement. You never moved out. Let me guess. That's what a guy with Fritos on his license plate. Lives at home. Still can't get his shit together. Yeah, but I like Fritos. So what? So what, dude? I like Slipknot. I don't have a license plate that says Slipknot. I got it in my head. I know I do. This woman had a plate on a car. Surreal. It was a Toyota Camry. Or Toyota Corolla. Surreal. Really? License plate.
Yeah, everything's
what happened?
surreal to
You
me.
went to go get you needed a new car, and you went to the local car dealership, and the guy who sold you the car is actually a guy you went to high school with, and you haven't seen in 20 years, and you were just talking about him last week with another girlfriend I went to high school with. Is that what it is? So you're like, it's so surreal. I just brought your name up a week ago. Oh my God. And I didn't even know you worked here. That's not that surreal. Okay. You never moved out of your fucking hometown. He never did either. There's a good chance you're going to run into each other. There really is. That's not that surreal. You talked to him about a week before to a friend. It's not that. Really isn't. I just had to get that play. It was just so surreal. And then when I was, I couldn't make a decision on a car. I was driving my husband crazy. I was test driving all these different cars. And you know me, I have a tough time making a decision. Yeah, we know. Most chicks are like that. Most chicks overanalyze every situation. have a tough time making a decision. We know that. We know. We get it. Twist it around. Should I do this? I don't know. Maybe I should just fucking, whatever first pops in your head, do that. Just go with your instincts. That's what drives women crazy about guys. They just fucking, you hear something, hey, there's a roof, there's a leak in the roof. All right, I'll call up my roofer friend. Well, what if, that's it. That's the decision. I'm not going to overanalyze it. Okay, the fucking whole roof's going to cave in if we don't get it fixed. My friend's a roofer, or he knows somebody, and they'll be over here in 2 days. But maybe we should get the kitchen done at the same time. What does the kitchen have to do with the fucking roof? Well, remember we said we're going to get repairs. Yeah, well, the roof is leaking right now, okay? The whole thing's going to cave in if we don't get it fixed. The cabinets in the kitchen can wait. They still open. They still close. No, our friends come over, go, I can't go in your kitchen. I don't like your cabinets. None of that shit happens. That's a sound decision just right there, not surreal. So what was the problem with your car? I was just test driving so many I couldn't make a decision. I was going back and forth, this and that. I was driving my husband crazy. And I was test driving this Toyota Corolla. And as I'm driving down the road with, the guy I went to high school with, the salesman, and my husband in the back, I put the radio on because I see that it had satellite radio. And the first song that popped on when I turned it on was our wedding song. And it was just so surreal. So when I got the car, I go, I got to get a plate that says Surreal. Wow. Fucking fascinating. Tell that story to everybody. Your friends come over. Hey, why do you have what's your license plate? Surreal. Why'd you get that? Oh, let me tell you. And then the reaction at the end. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Huh. All right. Well, what was your wedding song? Well, whatever. I don't know. Whatever fucking popular wedding song there is. Oh, okay, because I know about 17 other people that had the same wedding song, and that song's played on the radio constantly. So, I don't know. It doesn't seem that it was so surreal that you fucking heard it. It wasn't an obscure fucking song that everyone's like, wow, what is that song? I never even heard of that song. Where did you find that? Yeah, I don't know, maybe a Whitney Houston song, one of her ballads. That was always a fucking big wedding song, wasn't it? You wouldn't hear that on the fucking light rock station, whatever the fuck it is. It was so surreal. It's going to be more surreal when you leave your husband and start fucking the guy you went to high school with that sold you the car. It was just surreal. I walked in there. We were having problems, me and my husband. And, I saw him, and it just reminded me. I had a crush on him when he was in high school. And it was a surreal moment. I never thought of another man like that. Ugh. Yuck. Yuck. Someone had a license plate. It just said 1 cup. I really wish, if you didn't go to prison and there wasn't cameras everywhere and every parking lot and everywhere, I really wish somebody would go and put around their license plate that says 1 cup. Just even if they have to write it in magic marker next to it, 2 girls. So right next to it's 2 girls. And then his license plate says 1 cup. If I was a kid, a teenager, and there wasn't cameras, like I said, I would do that in a second. You're probably facing 5 years in jail if you fucking do that to somebody's car now. But that would be hilarious. 2 girls. And then his license plate, 1 cup. And the guy's just driving around. And people that know what that is are just fucking, either guys are fucking waving at the guy, that's fucking great, or women are just completely disgusted. I don't know how this person got this license plate. I don't have a problem with it. Cum guzzler. CUMGZLR. How did that get by? the chick at DMV when you go get your plates, when you fill that form out. Obviously, the woman that read that approved that plate, doesn't swallow. Doesn't even blow her man. Doesn't even know what that's about. Barely has sex with the guy. Has no idea what that means. The woman that approved this has probably, there's no way she's ever swallowed and probably never blew a guy in her life. Did it once on a honeymoon and was disgusted by it and just said, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable. Because a guy to approve that knows what that means. He's like, that's hilarious, and I'd love to approve it, but I'll get in trouble because I will come back to me somehow. Like, how did this get out there? So I got to turn that down. Even if I was working that job, I'd fucking write the guy back, dude, that's fucking great. I wish I could, but I'd get in trouble and lose my job. It's a woman that's never drank a load before. Cum guzzler. I have no problem with that one. I really don't. Here's a guy's nickname he put on his license plate. It's called Robster. Let me guess. The guy's name is Rob. And they go, I'm the Robster. That's what they call me. They call me the Robster. They call you way worse words behind your back. Here comes the Robster. Yup. One person said that once. And you started calling yourself that. Yeah, I'm the Robster. That's what they call me. Really? Is that what they do? So you put it on a license plate? A fucking grown man? Yep, I'm the Robster. That guy's got to be a fucking cornball. There's no doubt about it. Anyone that walks around, yep, they call me the Robster, is a fucking cornball. Another guy, license plate, stocks up. STOXUP. Stocks up. I don't know what this is about. Is he one of these fucking end of the world is coming soon and he stocks up? Is he a guy that fucking likes to go to Costco or one of those big bulk stores and he likes to stock? Is that what it is? What's the joke? Tell me, what's the inside joke? Because nobody's getting it. Nobody's laughing at it. 3 people know what you're talking about. Your wife and fucking 2 of your close friends know what you're talking about. Are you one of these end of the world guys that you're stocking up on everything because you think it's coming? So you got your survival kit and all this other shit. It's not going to happen, dude. Has it ever happened? When? Did it happen 40 years ago? Remember when the end of the world came and, people that stocked up on stuff, lasted, another year or made it to the new world, but the people that didn't all died. Did that ever happen ever in history? No. The end of the world's not coming. Nobody's coming to your house to take your shit. You don't have a survival kit to go fucking run in the woods and eat fucking canned food for 3 extra days. It's not going to matter. It's not coming. Even if a nuclear fucking bomb, someone sneaks in a nuclear weapon in New York City, it's going to wipe out New York City. You live in fucking Akron, Ohio. It's not coming near you. It'll be horrific what happened in New York, but it's not going to wipe out mankind. There's not a bomb big enough. Nothing's going to happen. All the Bible predictions never came about. All these fucking prophets predicting this never came about. A big tidal wave's not going to fucking wipe out the world. There's not a wave that big. It's really not going to happen. You're a fucking asshole. Stocks up. That's me, him. He just likes to stock up on stuff. Jerk off. There's license plates out there. Kate's great. But it's real creative because it's K8 Kate's K8SGR8. Kate's great. You get it? And the guy, and there was a guy driving the car. So obviously it's his girlfriend or his wife's car. And he's driving a thing called a car with license plates. Great. Kate's great. Let me guess. This guy, let me guess who controls that relationship. You think Kate's great controls that relationship, or him? Wouldn't that guy be embarrassed to drive his fucking girlfriend's or his wife's car that says Kate's great? That his girlfriend or his wife is great? What's so great about Kate? Seriously. I'd follow that guy until he got out of his car, even if it was fucking 17 miles out of my way, and go, dude, what's so great about Kate? Does she let you bang her friends and she has no problem with it? That would make her great. Does she let you come home, not even come home one night and doesn't ask you questions in the morning? You just do whatever you want? That would make her great. Tell me what she does that she's so great. If my wife's name is Samantha, if she had a license plate, Sam's great, I would never fucking drive her car ever. Even if our son had to go to school and my car was getting fixed, and she'd go, take my car, I got the flu, I'm in bed. I go, nah, I'm not taking that. I'm not driving that with Sam's great fucking license plate. Sorry. Yeah, but our kid's got to go to school. I'll fucking walk them there. I'll give him a piggyback ride. It's fucking 6 miles away. We'll start walking now. He'll be on my shoulders, and I'll give him a piggyback ride walking down the street before I fucking drive in a Sam's great car. Yeah, that's my wife. Kate's great. You're really not. I'm sure you're not. You might be a nice person, but you're not great. There's a big difference between nice and great. And if you really think you're great, you have to put that on a license plate to tell everybody that you're great. When people do that, like I said, they're nothing near great. Your guy said it to you once one night because he just wanted to fucking watch the game and leave you alone. She's great. My wife's great. Oh, see, Kate's great. That's what people just fucking brag on their license plates. There's other one. 2 great kids is another plate out there. 2, the number 2, GRT, KDS. You get it? Because I couldn't fit everything, so it's 2 great kids. They're not great kids. I'm sure they're not. You think they are because they're your kids. Pretty much everybody thinks their kids are great. Let's talk to the people that watch them in daycare, in school, other kids, other parents they've been around. They're great to you. That's it. There's another one. Best mommy. BSTMOMMY. Best mommy. No, you're not. I don't even know who the best mommy is out there, but it's certainly not you. A best mommy wouldn't put that on a license plate. A best mommy would just go about her business being a fucking good mom. That's all she would do. She wouldn't even think about her being a best mommy. You meet those people. There are some moms out there, some women out there, even some guys, whatever, that are just great parents, right? A great mom, a great dad. And they don't even realize it. You look back, you go, oh my God, you're amazing. They're like, what do you mean? No, not me. I'm just, I take care of my kids. I love my kids. I'll do anything for them. That's a person that doesn't even realize how fucking great they are. Not someone that puts it on a license plate. Best mommy. You're not. And even if you were, why would you brag about that? What is that going to do, like when other people see that when you're driving? Is that going to motivate them to be a good mom? Is someone going to see that and go, oh, you know what? I need to be a best mom. I want to be the best mommy. I'm going to be nice to my kids. I'm going to be a good mom now. No, all the women that see that are fucking jealous of you and fucking, oh, yeah, whatever. Yeah, you're a best mom. And they're just tearing you down as they pull up next to you and look at you and just start fucking ripping you apart and thinking all these things. Yeah, I bet you she's driving around a Range Rover. So, yeah, of course, they got money. She could be a best mom. She could just buy her kids whatever they want. That's all they're doing. Everybody's just fucking ripping you apart. Just keep it to yourself. Another one. One awesome. AWSUM. You're awesome. You are? Yeah, I'm awesome. Good. So you have to get that on a license plate, how awesome you are. Yeah? When you come back from Africa and fucking helping out Ebola patients and risk your life, then fucking walk around with that awesome license plate. That means you're awesome and you really care. Go fight in Afghanistan and Iraq. Did you do that? I don't think so. Another guy with a license plate. Coffee. I guess he likes coffee. You know, a lot of people are going to find that amusing. You know, a lot of people go, wow. That's a good idea because, you know, people go, oh, I guess he likes coffee. Oh, good, because I like eggs. I'm going to see if that's available. Coffee. Another one, peanuts. P-N-U-T-T-S. I guess the guy likes peanuts. Isn't that fucking creative? And why was P-E-A-N-U-T-S, the regular word peanuts, taken? Who the fuck took that? Did he have to change to peanuts? N-U-T-T-S. Really, dude? You like peanuts? Congratulations. You're fucking wonderful. Yeah, whenever I go to a baseball game, I always get the peanuts. So I might as well get a license plate that says peanuts. Ugh. Yuck. Some woman driving around a Hyundai. Not a Honda, a Hyundai. A license plate N, the letter N, and then V-E-E, N-V, and then me. So N-V-E-E-M-E, envy me. You're driving on a Hyundai. Nobody envies you. Okay? Nobody. That's the fucking pretty much the cheapest car on the road. They're built like shit. They're made like shit. There's a reason they give you a fucking 100,000-mile warranty and a 10-year warranty on it because they got a fucking bad track record. They break down. They're built like shit, and they're cheap cars. And that's the only way people will buy them because of that. That means you got a fucking shit car when you got to guarantee 100,000 miles. Nobody envies you that you have a Hyundai. Envy me. Why? Why should we envy you? Ugh. Another Hyundai. A woman. The license plate is I got this. I-G-O-T-D-I-S. Get it? This? Because you couldn't fit this. I got this. Really? Yeah, that's my nickname. I got this. Because whenever, you know, I can't sit still, so I'm always like, I got this. I got this. I got this. Oh, okay, I get it. So you wanted to put that on a license plate. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Fascinating. Why don't you sit down and just sit alone. Sit alone in your own thoughts instead of every 2 seconds. I got this. I can't sit still. Just sit down and think about your life. You know what I mean? And not just run around just trying to avoid it. Just being busy, keeping busy so you don't have to think about your real thoughts and what's going on in your head. That's why I got this. No, I got this. I got this. I got to keep busy. That's me. I'm always moving. Because you're avoiding something in your life. That's what it is. And that's the reason why you have to go out and get a personalized license plate that says, I got this. That's the only reason you got it. You have to keep busy because something happened that you never dealt with. Fucking deal with it. And then you're going to look at that license plate and go, what the fuck was I thinking? What a mess I was. I could never relax and just enjoy life. Just had to keep busy. I got this. Really? You got this? So you got it. Pretty much. You see a situation and you got it. Is that what it is? Okay, fine. So what happens if some guy sees your license plate and follows you into a parking lot and comes up to your window when you're sitting there and he pulls his dick out? And he knocks on the window, and you're like, what are you doing? He goes, I read your license plate. I got this. I need a blowjob. What do you do? Come on, you got this. I got this. Give him a blowjob. That's what should happen if you're going to drive around in that. Guy's like, look, my wife hasn't given me one in a year. I saw your license plate. Suck it. Hurry up. All right. I'm done. There's a bunch more out there. Please keep sending them in. I'll get to more of them. There's some great ones you guys sent in. I didn't even get to. Tons and tons of them. I'll be at the Improv in Cleveland, Ohio, November 6th through the 9th with Don Jameson. November 12th, Parks Casino, Bensalem, Pennsylvania. November 13th through 15th, the Funny Bone in St. Louis, Missouri. And November 21, 22, Comedy Works, Albany, New York. Oh, I forgot one that I wanted to mention. God, there's so many here. Brutal. Jesus. A guy has a Mustang, and the license plate is Gustang. I guess because his name is Gus. So he decided to get a Mustang and call it a Gustang. I mean, think about this. Like, the guy got a car that was close to his name just so he can get that license plate. Like, what if he got a fucking Corolla? Would he call it a Gusola? No, he just got a Mustang, and his name is Gus. So he goes, you know what? I'm going to get a plate Gustang. Yeah, that name would be available. That wouldn't be a problem. I want to make sure. I want to see if Gustang is available. Yeah, they wouldn't even have to check that. Who else would get that fucking license plate? Gustang? First of all, you fucking hated. Why would you get your name? If your name is Gus, why would you put that on a license plate so everybody could see that? That's an embarrassing name. That name stinks. You never liked it. When you grew up in high school and grew up in grade school, everybody made funny. Oh, Gus. Yeah, I got a friend, Gus. Yeah, that's what his parents named him, Gus. You never liked it. Everybody made a face when they said your name, Gus. It wasn't the normal Mike, Jeff, Steve, Bill, Jim, Tony, Mike. None of that shit. It was Gus. You were always an outsider. You never liked it. You were pissed at your parents. You hated the name Gus. No chick wanted to go, yeah, I met this guy. Oh, really? What's his name? Gus. No girl wanted to say that. No girl wanted to brag to her friends. Like, oh, I like the guy, but wait till I get to his name. All my friends are like, Gus? That's his name? So you never liked it. And then as you got older, you decided, you know what? Fuck everybody. I like my name. You still don't like it. I'm going to get it on a license plate. I'm going to buy a Mustang because I'm a child. And I'm going to name it. I'm going to put Gustang on it. Yeah, fuck you. That's my name, Gus. You still don't like it, dude. Okay? You're driving around a Mustang because you're trying to get pussy. You're trying to live your high school years because no chicks paid any attention to you because your fucking name was Gus. And now later, I'm going to get a Mustang and call it a Gustang. And you're in your fucking 30s and you're balding. And no fucking 22-year-old chick wants anything to do with you. Dad, this is my new boyfriend. He's 34. He pulls up. What the fuck is that? Gustang? Yeah. His license plate, because his name is Gus. Dude, get over it. Fucking change your name. Get a fucking regular license plate. Okay? If you like a Mustang as a car, that's fine. But nobody's impressed that you call it a Gustang. Nobody. There's a reason you got that plate in 2 seconds without them even looking it up to see if it was taken. Because nobody ever would get that. There's barely anybody named Gus, and anyone it is embarrassed that would never get that on a license plate. Get it through your fucking head, asshole. All right, we're gonna play a band. I'm gonna play a band called Static X. Just over this past weekend, the lead singer Wayne Static died, 49 years old. I like these guys. They were around. They came around like 1999. They were sort of in like that new metal phase, but Static. They had some good songs. I saw them live like 2 or 3 times. They were really good. I think the whole band came to a couple of my shows out in Vegas when I played out there. I haven't seen these guys in years and stuff, but yeah, the lead singer, man, it's sad, man, 49 years old. And they had some good shit, man. It was kind of, I don't know. You guys, I'll play the hit that they had. People that know Static X, this is a song called "Push It." That was the one like kind of big hit that they had, and I know they put like 6 records out, and I think they were starting to do some stuff. Or the singer Wayne, who passed away, just recently put a solo record. I didn't hear it, but anyway, it sucks, man, when anyone that age, fucking 49, dies. I don't know exactly what happened, but check out band Static X. They were good, man. And the song "Push It," and we'll see you next week. Keep sending them in. And if you're going to shop at Amazon, remember, go to JimFlorentine.com, click on the Amazon button, and shop from there. It helps fund the podcast. We'll see you next week. I gotta go. I gotta go to the store and buy Gustang. Yick.